and welcome to episode 42 of my knitting podcast. My name is Yvonne and I'm a knitter from Holland. I live in the Middle East, in the middle of the country, and then in the east, near the German border. I'm going to tell you this week everything I knitted on and what I finished and what my knitting plans are for the coming weeks. It is already February. It is grey in the Netherlands. It's a little bit mist. Is that mist or damp? We call it mist. And yeah, it's a grey day. It's around 2 or 3 degrees. Last week it was super nice. It was freezing and it was cold with sunny weather. Super nice. My younger son turned 21 on the 3rd of February. And that was a beautiful day, so I enjoyed it with a morning walk in the morning, and then I had to prepare for the people who visit him on his birthday, and me, of course. Yeah, what I'm wearing, I wear my weekend sweater from Andrea Mowry. I knitted this one 2 years or 2.5 years ago. It's a super nice sweater. I wear it a lot on the moment. I knitted it with it's a alpaca. I bought it at online. You can buy cones with that company. I don't know the name anymore. Woolly something, and they sell yarn that is left over from the textile industry, the fabric industry, and yeah, this one turned out really well. I love this model. It's a boxy model. It's with short rows, so the back is higher than the front, and it's a little bit pilly. How do you say? But yeah, that's wool. And I think here in this one was alpaca in. So that's a really soft yeah, sweater. And I can wear it. I just wear an hemd. How do you say? Hemdje. No, underwear under it without anything on my arms. And it's not prickly at all. It's a really soft fabric. So that's one of my garments I knit. I'm not really a big garment knitter. Sometimes I do a sweater or a cardigan, but this one was I think my first yeah, after all these years I didn't knit, so very happy with it, and I think I will definitely knit sometimes another weekender sweater from Andrea Mowry, because I think it's a really nice. Yeah, for my body it fits really nice. And I'm wearing the the Cargill call from Rebecca Clow from the Crea Bea. She had this pattern out 2 years ago, I think in November, or 3 years ago, and it was yeah, for charity. The cost of what she earned with it, she gave to charity that month, and I bought it then in, I think it was November 22. It's a really nice, it looks really nice. I think it's a really nice with a dip stitch. It wasn't hard to knit, but the dip is really yeah, a challenge. To take the right is okay, but the left one was a challenge. So it was not a quick knit for me. I was struggling, and then I didn't have enough from the main ball. This was Arvetta Filcolana. Yeah, in a peachy colorway that I had in my house, and the mohair is the alpaca, Traps alpaca, brushed silk. And then I thought, do I order a new ball because I didn't have enough? But then I decided I think it's long enough for me, so I casted it off. Normally it's a longer cowl, but I have half of it, I think. And this week I went with one of my girlfriends to thrifting the whole day, and it was cold. That was Saturday, and I thought I don't want to wear a big shawl, but I want to wear something around my neck. So I picked this one out of my bag of knitting shawls, and now I am wearing it all week already. And yesterday when I went on my bike, I put this under my Virtus Unite shawl. So yeah, it's a good one. Maybe I will knit another one sometimes, but then I won't do it with a. I think I won't do it with a mohair. Maybe a thicker yarn, a DK yarn. Yeah, it's a nice pattern, and it's in the round, so you don't have to seam anything up. So that is what I'm wearing today. Yeah, I have a lot of finished objects. 3 finished objects that are socks. I'm a sock knitter, as you know. I love sock knitting the most. Socks, blankets, and scrappy things. So shawls, of course. I like to knit shawls, and sometimes a garment, but not the whole time. Yeah, the first that I finished was were these ones for my friend Renske. She likes all the colors. She says, "Oh, it doesn't matter. It can be everything. Put in everything. I like it." Yeah, I like it. So then I thought I start with this colorful cuff, because of she wears them always above her boots, so that you can see the colors when she's walking or working. She's a teacher with a kindergarten. Is that yeah, the little kleuters. And the kids are always saying, "Oh, juffrouw, you have nice socks on." So that's the reason why I thought I will do colorful cuffs. Now, and I could choose any color. She didn't. Yeah, she likes every color. So I try to do them a little bit matchy, but this one's better. Here is the juggler stripe. This side is nicer, and this side is also nicer. But I didn't have enough from this heel flap, so I chose to do purple again. So they're a little bit different, but yeah, a little bit matchy, but also a little bit different. My socks, I always do 3x1 rib, 14 rounds, and then 1 round normal, and then I start the colors. I like to knit vanilla socks. So you see a lot of vanilla socks with me. Sometimes I try something else, but this is the most mindless, and yeah, it's in my head. I don't have to look it up. I can't knit a sock without thinking. So yeah. So when I podcast these of this weekend, my friend can come pick them up. So that is one finished object. Then I had the Moody January socks. It's also a scrappy sock. I was planning to knit up whole balls, but I don't know why. I suddenly felt like knitting a lot of scrappy socks. So this is the January sock. I chose on that moment that I casted them on. I was a little bit moody, so I thought I searched all moody colors from my scrappy stash, and this is how it turned out. I like them a lot. My sister likes them also, my eldest sister, so she wants these socks, but I had to show them first to you. So this is my second finished object. Yeah, same recipe, 2.25 millimeter needle, 14 rounds of 3x1 rib, 1 round normal, and then I start the colors, heel flap and heel turn, gusset. Yeah, and sometimes I do 8 rows and sometimes 6. It's a little bit what I feel or how much yarn I've got. And sometimes I think I did, oh no, that was another sock. I did 6 to 8. Was that not well this? Oh yeah, it was this one. This one was a 1 ball. So I did a few rows longer because of the color changes. It's the same ball, but it's other piece of the sock ball. So that is a scrappy sock number 2. And then I have also finished these scrappy socks. I think I like these a lot. Yeah, it was at first it was for a friend of my sister. My sister said, "Oh, I like to buy socks from you for my friend," and but that friend is a little bit, yeah, she doesn't like everything. She's really minimalistic. So my sister was doubting, oh, I don't know if she I like them a lot, my sister said, but I don't know if she likes it. So then I thought, okay, stop here. That's not what we're going to do. I'm not going to knit for somebody that don't like it. That feels not good. And then I said, okay, it's okay that you don't want to get them for your friend, but then I'm keeping them myself. But the first sock was all ready and I did 56 rows. I would do normally 60 rows for my foot, but I tried them on and I fit them. It's a little bit snug, but it's good. So these are for me. And I like them a lot. I chose to do the heels, toes, the cuff, heel and toe with the same yarn. It is Arvetta Filcolana. It's a really nice yarn. It knits up really fine. I love it. And then choose all colors from my stash. This is these were bigger balls from Coop Knits. It's a little thinner thread, but yeah, it knitted up fine. So choose all the colors. Or yeah. I choose the colors for that friend, so that I thought this is what she likes, what my sister told me, and now I keep them for myself. So yeah, this is my 3rd finished object. Yeah, and then I have 4 half-finished objects. The first one is the scrappy sock from the advent calendar that I got from Marianne. This one I started already in December, after Christmas I think, and I choose to do 5 rows of every color, so that's a lot of weaving ends at the end, but I don't mind. Yeah, it's also a really colorful sock, but with the black cuff and toe. And the second one is on the needles. I show you that. It still lives in my Christmas bag that I bought once at Rosie Retro on Etsy. Yeah, the second one is on the needles. Not really far yet. But yeah, it's now a matter of choosing which color did I do there, because I want to do them the same. And yeah, it's a matter of time that the second one is get finished. So that's funny. This was the first one I cast it on, and the other ones are all I cast it on in January, and these are all ready, and this one not. But yeah. I like this sock also, and it will be finished maybe next time when I'm coming back with my podcast. Then I have the Regia sock. That is, I will take a sock blocker. The meaning of my rule was knit up more whole balls and not only scrappy socks the new year, but in January I just cast it on 2 whole balls. This one is one of them. This is the Regia Anna and Carlos Design Line sock. I bought this ball a year ago, and yeah, it's really nice. It looks really nice. It knits up really nice. It's nice yarn. It's a little bit sturdier. Which bag do I have it in? I think in this lovely fox bag. My hair's sitting stupid. Yeah. Okay, the second one is on the needles. So yeah, this is what I did yesterday. I casted it on last week, and yesterday I did a piece. And then I felt like doing something else. This is the ball band. And I think you can still Google it and find balls of this. And the colorway is 03657. So you can find it yourself. Yeah, and it's what I say, a matter of time when I finish these socks. It's size 40. I'm knitting most socks in size 40 because that's my size, and my sister also. So she's very lucky because all the socks I don't want myself, she can have. Then I have another whole ball on my needles. I got this from lovely Roel, my friend in Manchester. We saw each other for the second time on Knit To Purl To. She came to Holland. It was a super nice weekend. I will never forget. And she gifted me 3 balls of 2 King Cole balls, because of that we don't sell that in the Netherlands, and 1 West Yorkshire Spinners. And this one was looking at me right away that I thought, oh, I want to cast this on. It's a really nice woolly wool. I love this yarn a lot, and I think it's a nice, super nice look. Yeah, I'm in love with this. Browns and little grey and greens. Yeah, I'm a little bit blue, but super happy with the one. The one is ready. In which bag does it? I don't know it anymore. I've got so many bags here on my bed. Oh yeah, it lives in this bag I bought last year at Rachel Jarvis. She's on Etsy. She makes the most. Yeah, this is super nice. This bag. And I will show you the ball band from the ball. This is the ball. The second one is on the needles, but a little, I think 1 centimeter. So I will do that later when I'm going to edit. This is the ball band zigzag from King Cole, and it is color 3470. So maybe if you think, oh, what a nice color, you can Google it. I thought she bought it on Wool Warehouse. That's an online store. She told me, is that so? Is that just an online store, or is that also a store you can visit when you are somewhere in the UK? I want to know, of course. Yeah, so that's the first, and then I told you last week in the weekly vlog that I was planning to knit the DK Weight January Club from Shores. She's also on Etsy, and I finished 1 sock already. It was I did it on that Thursday or Wednesday when I was editing. This was the main color, and this is the cuff is with a stellina in it, and the toe also, and the heel flap I did with the other mini, because I think I don't have enough to do more, and I chose to do 10 centimeter leg instead of 14 centimeters, because yeah, otherwise I don't have enough yarn. The second one is on the needles. This lives in this bag I made myself, bridal bag, from the fabric I got from Jana from Finnish Knitting Stories. We had a swap last year, and Moo is living on it. Is this Moo? Still don't know for sure. The grumpy person. I watched the Moomins always when my kids were little. When we before school started. So in the beginning I thought, oh, what's that, a weird series? But yeah, I know I love them. Super nice. Yeah, and the second one is already on my needles, but I thought I could finish them last week, but I thought, no, Ivana, you're not in a hurry. So leave it in the bag for a while and finish this week maybe. I knit this on 3.5mm needle and I cast it on 48 stitches. But I'm thinking of 3.25mm needle for this DK yarn. I don't know why, because I knit my 4-ply socks on 2.25mm needles, but I don't have them in my stash, so maybe I will buy that once to try. And here I do also a 3x1 rip. So that is it, I think, for the sock whips. Am I forgetting something? No. So I have 3 active sock whips and 3 finished socks. I finished 5 pairs of socks until from 1st January. But yeah, 4 in the month of January, and the 5th one was in February. So when I knit, I'm going to try, but it's not a rule or so, but I'm going to try to knit 4 pairs of socks each month, including DK, including scrappy socks. I don't know if if I succeed that, but that's what I want to try. And otherwise, when it's 3, it's also good. But I'm going to cast on 4 new socks. I'll show you later. Then I am knitting on the bomb bag hood. It lives in this super nice bag I got from Roelle, from Birdie and Poppet. She's in the UK on Etsy. These are one of my favorite bags. Super nice. I've got 4 bigger bags, I think. This knit. Yeah, this knit is a really boring knit, but I think when it's ready, it's the best thing you can have. That is the bomb bag hood. It started with a little bit of a cowl, and I will insert a picture here, and then I have to do another 4 centimeters, and then I can go and decrease for the hood. And then you have to make an, how do you say, a cuff. And in that cuff comes an I-cord. And when you have that done, it's ready. But I think this will be super warm for me on the bike. The ladies, my knitting friends, they say it's a really good one. It's not so nice to knit. It's very boring. Yeah, back and forth. I don't mind purling, but yeah, I felt this week like, oh, I want to knit socks. Oh yeah, I have to knit on the bomb bag hood. I don't feel like it. So yesterday I made big progress. Yeah. So that is on my needles. I hope to finish this before the podcast in about 2 weeks. But we'll see. Maybe sometimes I don't feel like knitting on it, and then I'm not in a hurry. But it would be nice that it's finished now, because it's cold in the Netherlands. That is that. And then I have my scrappy blanket. Even kijken. Yeah, my scrappy blanket I knit every day, at least 1 time up and down. That is the rule for me. I made my own rules. But I want to see how far I'm going to get with it. Oh, maybe I have to put needle stoppers on it. Nou, de voorkant, nee, volgens mij is dit de goede kant. The right side. So it's growing slowly, but I really love it. And I'm trying to do 10-gram balls or 8-gram. So when I've got 8-gram, I can do 6 rows in total. 6 times up and down. When I have a ball of 10 grams, I can do 4 garter ridges. 263 stitches on a 4mm needle. And yeah, it's a mindless knit. Mostly I do this in the morning when I wake up. I start to, when I have my coffee and my porridge, I'm starting to knit on this blanket, sometimes another one. I let something fall on the floor. The little ball, and I can't leave it on the floor because if Moshi sees a little ball, he's going to grab it. And it lives also in my winter bag from Bertie and Puppet. It still fits in, but I think I have to search for a bigger bag. I don't have a lot of really big bags, and a lot of my bags are already filled with something because of long-term projects or yeah, some things I don't know if I'm going to frog it. I have a few things maybe I want to frog it. Yeah, and in bigger bags are always living my long time blankets. Maar ja, maybe I will make myself a bigger blanket, because I did make one, but that's where my Cozy Memories blanket lives in. So I can't get that out because it's not ready yet. So the use of project bags is really good. It's with cats, I have to put it in a bag, because when it's in a bag, it's okay. Then the cat doesn't see it or doesn't think about it. When the balls are on the table, he's going to grab them. And then I have this one. This is the quilting bag from Quilting Mieke. She's from Belgium. She's also on Instagram. I saw her a few times at Ontmoetdagen, knitting days. And she made this, I ordered this bag from her. It's really also a super nice bottom. I ordered it, and you can choose to embroider your name on it. It's really, I love it a lot. This is also one of my bigger bags, but there lives my Penguono in. And the Penguono is from a pattern from Stephen West. I wanted to knit that for a few years already. I'm going to take a sip of my water. I didn't have coffee today. Of coffee in the podcast. I did have coffee, but not here now. But yeah, in the beginning I was thinking, yeah, which yarn do I use? You have to held 3 strands together. I don't have so many scraps yet. But now, then on a certain moment I thought, yeah, you can make it from your alpaca stash. So that's what I did. A lot of colors. A lot of leftovers, and I am, even kijken hoor. This is the back panel. You start with the back panel in moss stitch, so it takes a while. Then you have the garter of the bumpers. I call that the bumpers. Then I have the right front. That's what I finished this for last week. This was a big piece. You can choose to change colors more often, but I like this more, to do it in one color. And then now I'm at the other side. I'm trying to do a little bit the same colors, and now I'm here just begun with the decreases for the front. I think then you have to make pieces for your shoulders. I don't know how it's going to work. We'll see that. And then you can start the arms, and then I have to knit a few rows on the bottom. And then you have to do the I-cord bind off in the end. So I'm not finished yet. It's a nice work, but it's really hard on your hands, because of the 3 strand, and I'm knitting it on 5mm needles. So all my hands hurt quickly when I knit on this. But yeah, my Pinguono is growing slowly, and I think when this is finished, you will have a garment for life. Always when you have it cold in your house and you think, oh, I've got a cold, I'm taking my Pinguono and put it on. So yeah, it's an investment to knit. Some people I saw in other podcasts, they say, oh, I did it in 2 weeks, but yeah, maybe they are not a sock knitter like me, and they knit monogamously on this, but I started this one in September, the end of September. So yeah, we'll see when it's finished. That is not important, but I want to have the finished object, of course. That's the reason I make this, and I hope I will yeah, may have a lot of wear out of it. So most of the time I knit on this one on Sundays, and sometimes yeah, through the week, but normally I feel like sock knitting through the week. So that is the quilting bag from Mieke with my Pinguono. Ta-da! Yeah, that was it, I think. I also knitted the beard and the arms for the gnome from this ball, but I left it in the living room, and I don't want to wake the cat. He's in the living room sleeping, and it lives in this pouch that I got from Roel. So when the gnome is finished, I will show you next time, or I don't know yet, but I have to knit the nose, and the nose I don't like to knit because you start with 4 stitches on 3 needles. I knit on DPNs. It's really fiddly at the beginning, and yeah, I have to make time for that. To do that, it's not a lot of work. And then I can sew the pieces on, and then my gnome is ready. So even doorzetten. Yeah, and I just bought one thing this month. I got in the swap with Truida last Advent. She had a ball of green yarn, and I loved that color so much that I thought I want to have one ball of it. I love this color. I think I'm going to use this color for my borders, for the my crochet blanket, and for my scrappy blanket that I showed you. So, but then I thought maybe I don't have enough, so I ordered 2 balls of this, and from the leftovers I'm going to use it for socks. I have one already, in my little, this is the little quilt bag from Mieke. This is the smallest bag. This is super nice for socks. And I told you last week in the weekly vlog that I want to cast on this sock for Valentine's Day. And then I thought, oh, I can do the cuffs with the green. Super, happy colors. So that is what I'm going to do. I have to make I don't like that anymore. In the beginning I loved to skein that up, but now I don't like that, because I have to stand a little bit. Yeah, you stand a little bit so krom, zeg je dat? Leaning forward. Oh yeah, that, and that's always hurting my back. So yeah, I think I'm going to start today or so with the cuffs, and when the cuffs are ready, I can start on 14 February on this lovely sock. That's the planning. Maybe I will do it a little bit before, but I have to finish some socks first. So the plan is 14 February starting the Valentine sock. I'm calling that. This doesn't fit, but I had it in another bag, the green one. I had it in this bag. This bag I made myself once from an old tablecloth. And that was in here. So that is one knitting plan for socks. Then I have this lovely skein. I am going to cast on 4 skeins or balls this month, February. This one is living in this little bag from Schors. We got it with an order from October. And this one is the November Club. I ordered that in November. And I want to make socks from it. And I think I'm going to use this mini for the heels, for the cuffs and toes maybe. Or heels, toes and cuffs. That's what I did with the last skein of her. And this mini is then extra. I think I don't use it with this. I don't think I like this combination, but I like this more. So we'll see that. I have to skein that up also, so I have a lot of things to skein up. Then I have this. I've chosen this one. This is from Het Wolbeest. She's in the Netherlands. I bought this on the Breidagen last September, and this skein is calling my name a few weeks already. So this is what I'm also going to cast on in February. Yeah, February. It's a little bit hard to say for us. And then the last one is this one. This is a West Yorkshire Spinners. I bought it at Beautiful Knitters in London when I was there. It's already 2 years. I think I had already 2 years in my stash. So I was looking in my stash and I thought, yeah, now I want to cast on this sock. So I have 4 new cast-ons. I hope to show you in 2 weeks, yeah, how far I've got, and yeah, we'll see. So I think I start to cast on this one because I don't have to skein it up. Yeah, that is always nice from these balls. You can start immediately. I always start from the outside. I'm not a center puller because my head doesn't want that. This is what I like, and when I finish one, I start immediately with the second one, so I don't do matchy. So yeah, sometimes I will, but I'm not. I think it's not important. And then I have most of the time I have around 30 grams left over, and that's for swaps and all the scrappy projects. Yeah, I think I'm going to cast this on this afternoon when I'm editing. Zin in. This is West Yorkshire Spinners, my favorite, one of my favorites to knit with. Yeah, and so that were the 4 new cast-ons for for February. I got this book once from a viewer, 52 Weeks of Socks. This is in English, and she couldn't. She wanted the Dutch version, so she gifted me this book. So I'm very happy with it. And there was one pattern I like to knit from the green yarn. I don't like to knit in one color, so then I thought maybe it's nice to do a pattern. And this is book number 1. 646 Candle Flame. This sock is what I want to knit from the green ball, but I don't know yet when I'm going to start that. I like that cuff. Maybe I try the cuff first in the Valentine socks, and then later, yeah, knit a whole sock from it. So that is what I want to try. 52 Weeks of Socks. Dit is nummer 1 van Lana magazine. There's another version too, but I don't have that because I'm not really a pattern knitter. I'm always most of the time I knit vanilla socks, so that's the reason. Sometimes I participate in the Stephen West mystery sock knit along. That's what I'm going to do this year for sure. Last year I didn't do it. I have the pattern. I got it from a viewer, but I didn't knit that yet. Maybe I will do that also this year. So yeah, so that was everything I want to tell you this week. yeah, my a little bit of my life stuff. My youngest son went 21 last Monday, 3 February. And that's always, yeah, I'm always looking back on when he was born. My ex left us for another woman. And when my youngest is his birthday, I always think, oh, Ivana, you are 21 years a single mom. So I'm very proud of that. It wasn't planned, of course, but I think I succeeded really well. My kids still live with me. The eldest son is 25 and the youngest is 21. So that's, yeah, we live here with the 3 of us. Super nice. So we had a party. I ate cake. I'm very, yeah, eating healthy on the moment. So it was a little hard for me to choose. Do I eat cake or do I skip it? But yeah, I thought 21 is a age that you yeah, have to celebrate. So I ate cake. I ate some yeah, some hapjes. We call it hapjes. Lekkere, yeah, like tapas, little things on the table. And yeah, the day after I started immediately again with my healthy food habits. I'm trying to eat less bread. I eat bread but less. I still try to eat a lot of vegetables. That's what I like a lot. And yeah, light food, so not the heavy food, if you know what I mean. Try to walk. On that day that my son was his birthday, it was really nice weather. I walked at sunrise, super nice. Maybe you've seen some pictures on Instagram. And yeah, I'm trying to improve my health. With my back, it is still the same. It's still yeah, it's not going away. It is something chronic. Do you say that in English like that? When I do too much, I have very much pain. So I have to search the whole day the balance of doing something and then sit for a while. So most of the times I'm going to do something an hour, 40 minutes, an hour, and then I'm going to sit and I'm going to knit. So that's what I do, sit and knit. Yeah, and I have to do my groceries and my household. So, but I'm trying to, yeah, to do that not a whole morning household and then I'm broken and I can only sit. But I'm trying to do that through the day and sometimes also the evening. Yeah, and that goes well on this moment. But I have to watch that I don't do too much. That is always, I think I'm a busy bee. I like to do things and I'm not lazy or so. And yeah, last year when I was yeah, fallen out of the back pain, I felt a little depressed, and now it's going to, yeah, go better with me. This year's a lot better. I feel a lot better in my head. And I think healthy food will, yeah, it's always better. You feel better, you sleep better. I can't tell. So, yeah, that's a challenge, always a challenge to, yeah, to keep that up. But it's worth it because I feel the difference a lot. So that's a little bit about my life stuff. My weeks are, yeah, every week the same. It's think with most people, but yeah, I love it. I love the seasons in the Netherlands. We have yeah, winter, spring, summer, and fall. Winter and spring and fall are favorites. Summer is not my favorite because of when it's too hot. But I think I'm going to like it more and more. Last week I was on my bike and it was cold, and then I thought, oh, I want to feel the sun on my skin. Now that's really good. Sun is always good, of course. When, yeah, on 3 February it was sunny and cold and it was frozen. I love that kind of weather, but yeah, now it's already grey and damp outside. But yeah, today it's my podcast day. I am always taping my podcast on Wednesday morning. I'm trying to start at 9 with the Dutch podcast. Then I'm going to go have a little pause in between, and then I tape this one, the English one. And normally I'm ready at 11:30. Then I'm going to take a break. I'm going to eat something and put all the project bags back in place. And then I'm going to sit on the couch editing the podcasts, and in between I'm knitting, and I'm trying to do no groceries this Wednesday. I already did that yesterday, so the end of the afternoon I can start cooking, and I don't have to leave the house. Sometimes you have to, but this day I don't have to leave the house, so that's good. I don't have to go in the grey and cold weather. It's a little bit warmer now in the Netherlands. It was around freezing point, of below freezing point, and now today it's getting 7 or 8 degrees. But I think the weekend is colder again. I like the cold weather, the cold and sunny weather. So that's what I'm doing. Tomorrow is Thursday. I don't have plans then yet. I think I will try to reorganize my backyard. It's a little messy there, and I take an hour or 1.5 hours to clean that a little bit up already, because sometimes in February the sun is coming out, and then you want to sit a little bit in the sun. So that's what I'm going to do. That's the plan. Friday, I don't know. Oh yeah, my younger sister turns 50 on Saturday, so we are going to go there Friday afternoon to put a Sarah in her garden. That is a Dutch use. Most people like that. Some people don't like that. But my sister says, if you don't do it too much, then I like it. So we're going to put the Sarah doll on a bench, and then we have all the 50 things hanging up. And we'll celebrate that my youngest sister's also 50. So that's what I'm going to do this weekend. And Saturday is her birthday, and then we're going to eat cake again. So I have to think if I want that or not. I'm not sure yet. So that is my plan. And in February, I'm going to 22 of February. That's a few weeks ahead. I'm going to a knitting day from Lily, from the Breiende Dancer on Instagram. I think she gives dancing lessons in her house. I don't know for sure, but she's organizing a knitting day, so that's what I will go to. But in the meantime, you will see next week my weekly vlog, and the week after you see a podcast. I think that's a little bit in front of, I don't know the dates. I think I'm turning back with my podcast, and then I'm going to go to that knitting day. So that's I feel like going there. I think that was it for this week. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. If you like my podcast, you can subscribe on my channel, and you see when I upload a video. Normally it's on Thursdays. Every week the weekly vlog, and the other week the podcast. So I will say happy knitting this week, happy crocheting, whatever crafting thing you do, and I see you next week with the weekly vlog. Thank you for watching. Doei!